This is James Clark, the artist, and this is my Star Wars collection room update. So this is my action figure wall. I was going to do a little DIY video. You can see I've got my vintage collection figures up here. It's Cara Dune, Lando Skiffguard, Mandalorian, Princess Leia Boushh, Han Solo Carbonite. So I got about 30 vintage collection figures carded. That's Fennec Shand. It's the new Darth Vader from Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's cool. And then I have some Rogue One Stormtroopers. I love these Stormtroopers. They're awesome. They're comparable to vintage collection Stormtroopers. I've got some, this is a POA or Legacy collection. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section below. There's Farm Boy Luke, Lando. He's always a peg warmer though, for some reason. Put my Power of the Jedi, so I got Power of the Force here. They had a lot of play sets and ships in that line. And then there's Aurra Sing. More Power of the Force, Hoth Chewie. So you had a greater selection of figures, almost as many in Power of the Force, probably more than vintage collection. So they're still very collectible. There's this is original trilogy collection that came out before vintage collection. That's comparable. And here's I believe this is Saga Legends, Boba Fett. Shadows of the Empire, IG-88 versus Boba Fett. There's old Aunt Beru. You can't even get this figure in the vintage collection. So yeah, this is my carded action figure wall. So just like in the stores, when I saw the figures in the stores, that's what it reminds me of. That's why I wanted to do that. So we'll come over here. Here's my 1978 TIE Fighter. It's missing some decals, but I like it. There's a Power of the Force TIE Fighter. This is my Biker Scout shelf. So we've got General Beers there. Some Biker Scouts. Got an AT, I'm not sure. It's like a mini Scout Walker. We've got an old General Beers. Some Biker Scouts and speeder bikes. Power of the Force. We've got Biker Scout with the E-Web Blaster. The ATST, an Evo Trooper, Jump Trooper, some more Biker Scouts. So that is my Biker Scout shelf. Okay, and down to, sorry about the plastic bag back there. So Resistance X-Wing, I have the cannons for it. Dash Randar's Outrider. Couple droids, R2 and R5. This is my Stormtrooper shelf. We got an ATST, Hoth ATST from Power of the Force. I like them better than the legacy vintage collection because you can't stand those up. These stand pretty good. There's a power probe droid back there, some officers. You got the Emperor, Darth Vader, some stormtroopers. And mind you, I have 2 Vader cases full of stormtroopers. There's a little Imperial droid. This is my Rebel shelf. Got an old Luke X-Wing pilot, vintage. Snow speeder, Power of the Force. Power of the Force. Luke's X-Wing, R2, Admiral Akbar. Back there we got General Lando and I forget his name. He's from Rogue One. And we've got a Jawa shelf here. So this piece here is Micro Machines, but it works well with Jawas and droids. And I've got a Land of the Jawas, C-3PO, Power Droid, some Jawas, Luke, Tusken Raider. And I got this bad boy right here. I found this in an apartment one time. Sitting outside of an apartment, this big Darth Vader, he's cool. On to my next shelf. And this is why, oh, hang on. So we've got Cannon, Hoth Cannon, Qui-Gon Jinn Bank. Here's Legacy Collection ATST. That's why they fall apart. They don't stay together well. I've got some Expanded Universe figures. Dark Trooper. Who's he? Imperial Sentinel. Space Trooper. And Grand Admiral Thrawn back there. Eventually I'm going to have more shelves so I can display better. You got a Luke Hallmark ornament. Some Death Troopers, Black Series. We got Ula, Salacious Crumb, Mace Windu, a Wampa. He's like the best Wampa. Mandalorian. And here's the old Cantina playset from '78. Wooher. Moving on down. I got my coffee mug. Star Wars. We got Luke, Han. Empire Strikes Back. Luke. Glass. 300th anniversary Boba Fett, he's my favorite. And we've got a little Grogu cup here. Clone Wars. I think this is Empire Strikes Back mug. Yeah, I like that. Clone Wars vehicle. There's the Bounty Hunters. Down here, I've got a few of these Applause figures, Boba Fett. Now these are the 6-inch Black Series. I didn't even know I had these. Death Trooper, Scarab Stormtrooper, or Shore Trooper, Imperial Hover Tank Commander. Got like 3 of those. Didn't realize I had them. And I found these. Somebody gave me these one time. It's a Sand Trooper mug and Chewie mug. And here's Dagobah playset vintage with Luke. There's my Jabba shelf down here. I'm going to do a lot better with this once I have more shelves. Got Squid Head back there. Weequay. Gamorrean Guard, Nikto, Breeze, Vib Fortuna, Vintage Jabba. There's a skiff there. I haven't taken that out of the box. Moving on. There's my edit. Then I've got Slave 1. There's OTC Falcon. It's pretty cool. It's not as big as the Legacy Star Destroyer Vintage playset, which I have many more parts for. There's my electronic Slave 1 that I built. It's a 78 or 1980. And I'll do a video on that sometime. Luke's Land Speeder, Cloud Car. So here is my 3 Death Stars. I've got ATST, and I have like enough parts to make a 4th Death Star. So down here we've got Stormtrooper, Luke and R2. There's a TIE Fighter pilot and a cannon officer, cruise missile trooper. So yeah, there's 3 Death Star playsets. Emperor, Grand Moff Tarkin, Imperial Guard. Look here, there's plenty of play space. You got the elevators, some Imperial commanders, some Rogue One stormtroopers, Power of the Force stormtrooper, some gun racks. So yeah, I'm gonna do a lot better. I'm gonna even light this up. But for now, there's a Luke from Shadows of the Empire. You got Captain Piet, even though it didn't look much like him, Power of the Force. Death Star Trooper. Here's the original Dark Trooper from the Dark Forces game. That's where he came from before the new Mandalorian. And then this is a stormtrooper I created for a novel that I wrote. And then there's an Imperial gunner. So yeah, this is my Death Star 3 space station. Pretty cool, huh? Well, I hope you enjoyed my video. And please give a like if you like this video. And subscribe. And I'll be doing more collection updates. And yeah, so hope you liked it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is James, out.